Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the quick game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Off-play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Working that left side now. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is all over.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Lane. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And greeting them is a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you're right. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. Touchdown time. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Last completion move to sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Just keep slinging it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. And the Razorbacks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're working that left side. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. Let's talk about Alabama. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds his tight end. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Irwin. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Out of the gun to give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. To the air on first down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Time to take a shot. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense defense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. Across the 25, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the Wolves? Warner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Bringing the heat. Got his man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Finds us back in the middle. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. And the Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick completion to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a man. for 6. It's complete. Touchdown, Arkansas. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Solid run on the last play sets this offense up on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Or will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Another incompletion on third down. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33 with the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Going right to work up top. He's got him.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. What a job off Brian. He'll lose a yard on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive. Trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They got zero push up front, and they stopped them in the backfield. Hooks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's Bowie. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense changing the play. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Irwin. Plows through the defense. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The offense set for a first down play. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. There's a heat. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Final little time. Lets it go. Got a man. It's Irwin. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Fine play action. Pocket breaking down. Picked up to stop the threat. Looking for more room. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception is set up great field position. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On third down, going up top. Makes the grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Final stats of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Going up top again. Under fire. Spreads it inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. from the gun. Bringing the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And you try to catch them off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's caught! Touchdown, Razorbacks! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold it, finds it down the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Complete in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Hauls it in. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later into the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. A fourth quarter field goal down by this much adds a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score. Hey, got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, but now you get no points. And the defense bows up, and a big part of the field gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The Razorbacks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Down, still going. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on the critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
The Razorbacks get the 1st down. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
They were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were. They have so much confidence in themselves, but they wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when he needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. He caught it! I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game. Possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent.